We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 20. We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready? 56. Months 56. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Watch out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Nyheim Hines, 83 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
This is taken near the 13. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. That's out to Chubb, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, lock it. Under 10, under 10, 10. Get it.
Block now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
2nd and 5. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our route. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. It's 3. Check.
Here's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line.
Jim.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Safe.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Set, ready. Touchdown.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Switch.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run with Hines. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
He was brought down by Carlton Davis. It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Check 45 to Mike.
Hey, watch the leg.
He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, high 7.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to have a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Laird, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Catch is made by Hurd. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jarrell Casey picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. Action. Shoot. I got you.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
51's the Mike, boy. 51.
Check right.
Mike 51. I got you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Two yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Set, hut, set, go to base. 6. Come on. You better bring it.
'56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Who that?
They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Hurd. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go. 15 running.
56.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 42. 22. Check. Bomber. 22. Check. Bomber.
On 1st down, it's Hines. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the pickup there, and a 1st. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
Well, they're right down here looking for 6.
Check 3. 61. Match box. Right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
He's checking crowd. Check three. Anyway.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 51, Mike 51.
Check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Watch one.
Protein spill.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Yeah. 60 Pittsburgh.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on...
Now.
Hey. 4 down.
So match number one. Ain't no such thing as...
Bravo.
Here we go.
Ready?
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. So now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Five.
So match number one. 3 bud. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Preso la slantina. Già. 2 ragazzi così si va.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Kill.
6-6. Pull it high.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. No. Off.
Get it.
9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Ready, break.
Rip right. Check three. Single slot.
Hatch 61, matchbox lights. Deep rim.
On third down, Laird, and he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike's 59.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike, check. 59.
Don't get nervous.
On first down, Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
Locked again here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards. Lock now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a first and 10.
No.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
18 Gator.
Watch the run. Check safety. Check 24, check.
Pilot 64, weak. Now.
Right back to him on first down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Two-jet bomber.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Niners' 30.
On second down, Laird, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ma non lo so, dove non ho visto niente.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Eh, 20 minuti, amore.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Made his first, this now from 46 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
X3, 218, chopper. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. Ready.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Switch up, switch up. Mike spot 9, Mike spot 9.
Better break. You better break.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Here's Allen. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Quit talking about it and bring it. He's coming. Double up, double up. Double up.
This is Hines. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The tackle made at the 46. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Check 25. Check 25.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
They run again with Hines. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
What we got? Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Watch the safety creep.
Now it's Hines. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
set.
Pick me up. Here we go. Two times.
Four there. Alert.
Check 52.
Let's go. Drive on.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
60 outlaw. General West.
Get in the weight room.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Charlie.
Record. So nice number one. Here we go.
Deep river.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First down, Denver.
Ready.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one.
So don't say nothing. Check three. Tighten up. Check 26. Hey, Sam off.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Hit it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Quick pass out to Miller. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Topper.
Just like that.
Out. Protein spill. Hey, Delta.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke, that's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Hey, box drop.
Mike 57. Hey, I'm coming after you. Why? Get one.
New draw Portis. 5.
On 3rd and 2. Locke got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he gets it down to the 48. Enough for the first. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
You got 3 down. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. Fresno. 61. Matchbox lights.
Hey, Switch gears.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on, set. 90, wolf.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Go.
Here we go. Here we go. One
Now.
Now Chubb running right. On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
check, 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 check.
Hey, orbit. Shoot.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Go.
Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They run it again with Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
They run. Chubb. He takes this down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Well, no doubt here in the 4th quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit. General West.
57.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, 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 hey.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Mike one, Mike one. He's time to leave.
But get it.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 4th down.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today.
The field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
The kick by Joseph is good, and that will swell the lead to 16. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
4 minuti veri. Ma le bimbe ancora a vedere la TV. Però
They run again on first down, Chubb.
Ho fatto tutto, mi sono preso un'ora per me. Cioè, tu ti sei preso un'ora per correre, io non ci sono potuto andare perché ci sei andata te. Pure a dire.
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9. Lock. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. Tell me to run. Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
On 3rd down, Laird. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Check.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you do. 45 the mic. 45 the mic. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Big stop, let's go.
Now.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Ready.
60 outlaw.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Shoot.
And they take a knee.
Allora, no, si è visto l'effetto del triangolo magico sull'intercetto in end zone con la safety che si teleporta sulla palla perfettamente. E contro le leggi della fisica l'ultimo del linebacker, che io avevo lanciato una curl e il linebacker era a 20 yard a 10-15 yard con la palla sparata in balla, e il gioco lo accetta così. Non si possono fare quei lanci, ma non si potrebbero, nella realtà degli intercetti non li fa mai quel linebacker che passeggia, e si capisce che si fa col triangolo perché non sbagli un angolo di posizionamento. Però dico, ci sta uno è giusto che lo usa. Io non mi diverto a usarlo, come visto non lo uso perché ho sbagliato un sacco di angoli di placcaggio. Qualcuno l'ha azzeccato, qualcuno l'ha sbagliato. Quando giocano, cioè quando le partite sono così, fanno tanta differenza. Pure il kick lì ha spezzato la partita. Io poi sono riuscito a ritornare, ma lì ho preso l'altro intercetto.
This was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA.